Well, that shit was loud. That shit loud as hell. We back at it again. Glad to have you with me.
Hey, Lady X, what's happening? Good evening. I should say good morning. It was good evening over here, Lady X. Good evening.
Good evening, ladies. Jesus!
That's Tusa in the house. Good evening.
Where you been, Queen? Where you been at? We haven't seen you. Shout outs to the Queen.
Good evening. Oh, okay, Lady X. Good evening. So you got it. Good evening.
Good evening. Lady S, where you located at? Desusa, we live in Miami, Florida. Me and Mustang Ron, we live in Florida. Jordan lives in California. I don't know if she can hear me. Can she hear me? Let me pause this shit for a minute. Desusa. I live in Florida. Mustang Ron lives in Florida.
Yes.
New Jordan Era lives in California. He used to live in Florida. So yeah, we live in the great state of Florida. And you in Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken. She from if I'm not, she from Switzerland, and she's from, was it Tanzania? She say? Is she from Tanzania? Yeah, you in you live where all the money's at. But where you originally from? Matter of fact, what's our boy name that run the country? Paul. Rwanda. Yeah. Rwanda. Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I love her skin, though. Her skin is. The sisters have great skin. Lady S, too.
Nice.
I can see from the picture, their skin is flawless.
Black is beautiful, baby. Black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Hey, that's why a lot of us gotta go to the motherland to get us some wives. You know what I'm saying? But
No, not really. Not really.
Yeah.
When you have look at Lady S. Now when you got Lady S in the chat, you don't need no go to no motherland.
I'm
Lady S is
asking.
here.
By the way, Lady S she look like she already married. She 44? Oh, I couldn't no, I
Because
couldn't
you even say kings.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, shout outs to Shout out to Miss Nelson. Nelson, how you doing, Nelson?
How's it going, Miss Nelson?
That's another queen there who I know. She's from a place y'all might not know. It's funny. Nelson, they made a joke on the Drink Champs. Noriega said Capo Verde. He said he thought Capo Verde was in Boston. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Queen. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Love having y'all queens on.
I do. I love to see black women all in the same place. It just gives me blushing on the inside.
Hey,
You see, I'm smiling extra hard.
And let's be real about it. And me and you honest about this. Without them, we are nothing.
Yeah.
Without them, we are
nothing. Yeah,
because
it's on Facebook. That's why it's on Facebook.
Yeah, she's on Facebook.
Yeah, we got on Facebook too. Yes. That's why you can't
listen. Nelson is a successful hairstylist. She's a traveling successful hairstylist. Yeah. You can't see her. She's on Facebook. We connected. Yeah.
We connected. We connected on all the platforms, so y'all won't be able to see it. Yeah. But in our end, we can see it.
Listen, I got to give a shout out to Miss Nelson, and this is a testament to how wonderful Black women are. She's been a very big supporter of me when I was dead broke. When I got a little money, when not, you know what I mean? It's just a testament of Black women all over. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? That's why we applaud and we appreciate
I gotta drink more water. Normally I drink liquor, but
you see? You see, y'all can't even see it. I'm the Starbucks Mafia.
Mafia. Exactly. I'm drinking water. I think they be thinking I be drinking liquor. This is water. It look fancy though. It could be tequila. Nah, it's water. I ain't drinking water tonight.
What's up, family? What's going on?
What they do?
What's going on? What's good with you?
All right. All good over here. Can't complain.
Wonderful, man. Woo.
I'm located where Hakeem located. I'm located in Florida.
In Miami. Where you located, Lady S?
No, don't tell Lady S where I'm from so she can stalk me. Hell no. Don't tell the girl where you at. They don't want to stalk me. No, sorry. I'm in Florida.
Listen, on some G shit. I thought she was on some G shit. I thought she was like 29.
Hey, Erica, what's happening? What's happening? Erica, you supposed to be over here on the chaos. What the hell are you doing on the IG? Go to chaos.
Hey, Ron, look where she at.
Oh, in Dallas?
You remember we was trying to move there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was trying to move to Dallas. Me and Ron.
Erica, why you lying? You know you be stuck in my IG. Stop playing. No, Dallas. I love Dallas.
I love Dallas, man. Fort Worth, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Stop 6.
Arlington.
Everybody drunk right now. Everybody drunk after watching the dog game. Everybody drunk. Hey, yeah. Dallas play tomorrow, so I know Lady S ain't gonna be online. She gonna be watching that Dallas game against Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we love Dallas, man. We love Dallas, man. I definitely want to buy a ranch in Texas. That's where I want to make my way over there after so long. You know what they say, go big in Dallas. So, ladies, you see the title. I want to know if y'all have an opinion about this. This title was curated by a beautiful sister, Nikki, baby. She sent us the video. We looked over it, and sometimes our heads could be in the cloud because us men, we no. You're gonna get the house. You're gonna get the house in Atlanta, Miss Nelson. But if you want the house in Dallas, no problem. I got you. There go my brother from another mother, Jabari. Give him a shout out in the building.
You see, everybody drunk right now. I told you, everybody watching the
Give Jabari a shout out in the building. My brother from another mother.
Hakeem, do you read it? Jabari is drunk.
Yeah. Listen. I want to know if I'm talking to the New York Jabari or the Miami Jabari.
It's all like the Miami Jabari because if you say drunk man, that's a Miami Jabari right there. Hey, if y'all would have won that game, I would have flew out there with y'all. We had a fun night that night.
Dolphins was supposed to win that game based on the percentage of how long they had the ball. It just they didn't want it. They want Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's all right though. But we all drunk. That's how Miami is. Miami people drunk. I drunk last night with my 49ers, so I'm not gonna lie. I was drunk. Today I'm like, nah, I'm just drinking OJ. I'm just drinking my OJ and my water. You see?
Hey, Ryan, that's why I had to move. That's one of the reasons I had to move out of Miami, yo. There's too much temptation, yo. It's everywhere. It's temptation out there. That's why I was like, oh shoot, I don't know.
Crazy. But I love this playoff right now. This playoff is amazing. That's why I love football. When it comes to the playoff time, everything's on deck. NBA, but football, everybody screening in. But tomorrow, everybody watching the Cowboys versus Tampa. So I will be watching that game after we're done with the live stream.
No, definitely.
But go ahead, I can't do doing your monologue. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, monologue. So just to cut so our beautiful queen wanted us to talk about something that I thought it was a beautiful topic. Women dating after 40. The Lala Anthony story. Lala has done her rounds on the podcast, explaining to her after the divorce of her superstar, almost legend husband, Carmelo Anthony, that she hasn't been able to find no dates of men in her caliber. Let's get that straight. And a lot of young guys want to date her. And then she thinks nobody wants to date her. But, recently she was just caught with the Da Vinci guy from BMF. And I think she was dating another actor and this and that. So we want to talk about this, and I want you ladies to comment on it because some of this stuff is above our pay grade. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of this stuff is above our pay grade. So this can apply to women dating after 40 or women dating after 35. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna let my brothers go first. What they want to so we want to give an opinion about why you think what you think Lala doesn't understand, or what we might not understand about dating after 30 for a woman, or the struggles that they face to do this, or what can be done to be solved this. You know what I mean? Or just trying to understand this thing.
Well, my first take is dating after 40. I think it's a waste of time, especially for a woman, because your lifespan starts to dwindling down when you hit the age of 40. Now, there's some time women do progress, that they live to be 70 or 80, but the data don't really back that up. Women tend to expire at I think 70. That's the latest. So with Lala case, she have kids.
Uh-huh.
She dated a ball player. So her bracket is mostly high. So a normal average man won't be able to date Lala, period. So my thing is, her age, she probably have to date down. If she want to continue to date, she can no longer date up because other men are looking for younger women. Prime example, look at Leonardo DiCaprio. When his girls hit...
Stop lying, Keisha.
When his hair hit the age of 25, he literally breaks up with them and get a younger woman. Because older men tend to date younger women. That's what they like. So, to me, if Lala do want to date, if she want to continue to date, she have to date down. She have to date a younger man. She can't date a man her age because a man her age not really looking for her like that. They're just not.
All right, you go. This is what I think. So I'll take it this. Lala, she just got out there, just start dating. She's been married for what 12, 13 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So she's been with and then after that, she's been with Carmelo almost 20 years.
Yeah.
They've been together for 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, she's been in a long-term relationship or marriage for about 20 plus years now.
Yeah.
Now she's, got divorced, and now she's looking at, okay, I'm going to do what the society tells me to do. Let me start dating and everything. Now she's learning, about the dating process, is how people in her caliber is not really looking at her like that. And people who's younger, between 22 and 23 to 30, she said on the podcast, like how young women is tapping into her DM and say, hey, what's up? I like to date you, take you out, all that type of stuff, smash and whatever, stuff like that. So with Lala, it's just so fresh to her and everything. And she's recently she says, she's kind of struggling looking at dating because nobody in her caliber is really looking at her like that. Usually, men who's at that 1%, who's high level, they look at, the egg chick, recently, like Lori Harvey, look at her. She was like really the it chick. And it's always an it chick every 2 to 3 years or something like that. It's always a hot girl posting up, just like high school. It's like in high school, you see that 1 or 2 girl who might be the popular girl, very popular, who might be, the homecoming queen, or, in their senior year, be the prom queen or some stuff. So it goes it's like that in Hollywood. Hollywood, is very, 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 very small group, as everybody can say. It's a very, very small group. And usually people, the men in Hollywood, they really want to date somebody that's younger or who's the it chick. So with Ronnie, I agree with Ronnie saying it's like she got to date somebody like in Hollywood but lower caliber, or she has to date somebody in the older, maybe in a late 50s or 60s, because I know men in their late 50s or 60s, they'll date somebody that's 20 plus, 30 plus year younger. So she either can date somebody who's up in age, or somebody who's in, let's say, you and me, Ronnie's, like me and Ronnie's age, in our mid and lower 30s or something like that. But really, men in their 40s, who's in their peak, who's in their prime, or like high quality celebrities, high rappers, they don't look at women around her age, because they really attracted to, younger women who's it chick. So like I said, Lala, she just processed the day and figured it out. Personally, with Lala, I wouldn't even date. I'll just court whatever. And I know she don't like to be married, but if somebody in her level, I'll just find somebody I would court and just keep it like a little relationship with, and stop with the dating, stop with the BS and everything. But that's just her. That's my little take on that. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Brothers, both of y'all hit points that I was just gonna just say, so that my monologue is going to be short. I want to start off by saying that Lala had won the golden ticket early. There's a lot of pretty girls in the world, but a lot of them don't get able to marry ball players or rich niggas. Melissa Ford, Buffy the Body. You remember that era? It was a lot of them. A lot of them didn't get to marry Melissa Ford. They wrote a song about her. She ended up almost being broke. She just now revitalizing herself. So here's the thing. When you able to get a marriage and was married a man for 25 years, and you was in that marriage, you won the golden ticket. If it didn't work, it didn't work. That doesn't mean that her options are not out there. Her options are just a little bit different. Same thing for a man. When a man at a younger age, he's able to smash chicks without having no expectations of money. As you get older, women have expectations of you based on your age. You're 40, so you're going to have to pay a little. You know what I'm saying? Most men don't want to understand that. And most men doesn't understand it, but a lot of us do. So the thing I always say is this. When you out here dating, what do you want at your age? What do the other person at your age? The biggest issue at times is that people who want to date other people, you like this other person, you find them attractive, or she finds you attractive, but y'all not on the same page. He might want kids. If you're a woman that's over 44, you should not be talking to no nigga who wants kids. It's just a fact. You have to be, hey, are you done with this? You know that I'm not at that level no more. You know what I mean? You probably want to travel. You probably want to be an executive wife. That's your status at that time. Over 40, you don't got time to be doubling back raising children. And this is why when I heard her say that you're 41, you need to be dating somebody 45 and up who's kind of done with all of that. But the problem is, here's where it comes. Regular people understand that, but she's in the industry. She wants to be an actress. How are you going to date How are you going to date actors who's still mingling with other hoes? Your husband, you left your husband for cheating because he was in the limelight. You dealing with actors who's in the limelight. They're going to be cheating. What are you supposed to do? This is why I got to respect Matt Damon. I got to bring his name in here. He married a regular woman. I got to respect Giselle, Tom Brady's wife. She was a supermodel, but after she became a supermodel, she didn't want no parts of that goofy shit. You feel what I'm trying to say? So put things into perspective. The man you want or the woman you want, what do they want? Are you on the same page? Or at the level of life you at, are they at the level of life you want to be at? Or do they want to take it to the next step? That's the question I'm asking y'all. Because let me tell you something. I don't have no kids. So I would like to have children. So that must mean I might want to talk to somebody who's considering having kids. I can't talk to nobody who doesn't want to. We're not on the same page. You feel me? And that's not a problem. We just not on the same page. Get somebody who's on the same page as you, who said, hey, I got my career together. I got this. Baby, let's just travel. Let's just be bosses. Let's just buy houses, buy property, and do that. There's women out here who's loving to find a man on that, but the man is not on the page that some of these women are on. And the women are not on the page that some of these men are on. So we have to ask those questions. Go ahead.
A lot of women in the chat might not like this, but I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm just gonna keep it 100 because on this podcast we keep it 100.
Yeah.
So to me, at 44, what are you doing talking about going on dates?
Woo! Woo!
I'm just keeping it 100. Now, some of the women may unsubscribe or may not fuck with us no more. That's fine. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. But I'm just saying, you at 44, what the hell you doing dating? Me, I'm like 35. I'm 35. I just turned 35. In my mind, thinking about marriage. I'm not thinking about dating. I say on this podcast so many times, dating to me is a waste of time. If we could date. We could date within 8 months. By the 9th month, I'm planning on getting married. I don't have no more time to waste. Especially as a black man, they say the average black man not even living to be 50. I mean, not able to live to be 50. So I'm 35. So I don't have no time to waste. So if a woman is at 40 and she's still worrying about dating, baby, you might as well just hit the grave. You're a waste of time. You're a waste of life. I'm just kidding the butt. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I got a comment on that, boy. I got a comment on that.
I want to say this too. Usually, in the industry in Hollywood, like for Lala's sake, I don't know why she would date somebody in the industry in the West, because usually when you date somebody, marry somebody, marriages don't even last in Hollywood no more. They don't last. Who do you know? There's only very, very few marriages last in Hollywood. But the thing is, like the people they are married, like the Angela Bassett's or Angela Davis, Denzel's, the people that are married for a long time, they're not in the industry.
Thank you.
They're not. You don't see their spouse's face out like that. So usually, if you marry somebody in the industry in Hollywood, it don't last, because we also see something on the Shade Room, TMZ, Baller Alert, or the Inquirer or something like that. If you still read the paper, industry marriages, they really don't last. And I don't like how social media is making our celebrities of the top tier of how we're supposed to have our marriages like that, and that's should be the case whatsoever. Go ahead, King.
Brother, you hit it on the point. We naturally as black people mimic our lives to the people that are doing better than us. When we don't live like that. You're 100% right. Out of all the black couples in Hollywood, there's a small percentage of them who are still married. Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel. Most of their wives never been on television. They don't even care about that type of stuff. Brother Ronnie said something very powerful just now. And ladies, in the comments, I want you to take heed to what he said. At 44, what are we still dating? At 44, what are we still dating? Now, mind you, I want to clarify what he meant. You're going to be dating when you're married. He's going to be taking you out on dates. But if we're meeting each other, we should be getting into marriage. Now, I want to comment on what D'Souza just said.
I won't comment on that too, but I'm gonna let you comment on that first, and I'm gonna counter what you're saying. Go ahead, Go ahead.
I'm not willing to marry a stranger. She should take all the time she needs to really get to know the person. D'Souza, can I be honest with you? How much time do we need? We're the most freest people on this continent. We still haven't got it right. D'Souza, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I was born in Rwanda. Because you want to know why? In Rwanda, I would have been married by now. In Nigeria, I would have been married by now. In Johannesburg, I would have been married by now. If I was in the Edo tribe, I would have been married by now. Culture dictates a lot of this stuff. And we have to understand that life is about people, not about money and cars and stuff like that. We have to function together as a community. As a woman, you function better as a community, better in a tribe. You feel me? I see how it is when my mother goes to church and she's with the other wives in that church. They all huddle up together praying. They go to different houses. So it's a thing. Go ahead, brother.
Not only that, but I know Jordan gonna say something too. But at the same time, she said, "I'm not willing to marry a stranger." D'Souza, do you know there's some women they still be married to a person over 20 years? They still say my husband is still a stranger to me. Ooh. Do you know there's stories like that?
Yep.
So at the end of the day, when you're married to somebody, you're taking a risk. When I'm dating somebody, I'm taking a risk. When I'm meeting somebody's parents, I'm taking a risk. So at the end of the day, everything about life is about taking a risk. Go ahead, Jordan.
Also, to add to that, to marry strangers, like, Tech, I'll tell you like this. I mean, when you dated somebody and get a long-term relationship, that's cool. But when you move in with somebody, with a woman, that's when you know that's when you really, really know the person. That's when you really, really know the person. So technically, he's a stranger. Technically, if you date somebody, it's like, I say this. You look at a person as a stranger when you don't live with somebody. When you live, I'm saying it right, but when you live with somebody, that's when you really, really know some person. That's really, really know some person. So technically, for me, this is how I see it. Like when you date somebody that you're not living with, it's like you dating a stranger because you don't know what he's doing inside of the house. That's when you really, really know somebody. If that makes sense.
I want to comment on what S.O. Hopeful said, because he said something powerful just now. You can date as long as you want. The question is how successful. That brother just said something here. And I also want to comment on what Urban Noise just said. Urban Noise said, is serious, said, but you can't marry people you don't know. Here's another one that says, that's why there's so many divorces. It's better for people to know each other because it makes better marriages. I want to comment on that. You got a point. Hold on. It's better marriages. Hold on. Well, they'll never know each other. Got to use wisdom. And arranged marriages last. Yeah. S.O. Hopeful came with the banger. That's what I was going to use as my talking points. Urban Noise, the statistic has shown a lot of these marriages that people are getting divorced, these are people that have been together 20, sometimes 10, 15 years. When I say we live in a very free country, we date long. Listen, most of the courting situation takes 2 years. Takes 2 years. You know what I mean? Then we get married. So S.O. Hopeful says arranged marriages last longer. And mind you, I know there's a point you might get, oh, not all of these marriages are happy. most of the marriages in America are not happy. You feel me? Most of the marriages in America are not happy. People coexist with each other for whatever reason. Rent, kids, whatever is this. But this is why we got to look at the Arabs. They have arranged marriages. The Indians, they have arranged marriages. You know what I'm trying to say? And they function in a way that says, I'm just saying that as Black people, we need to find other ways to make sure a lot of our good candidate women are married with good men. Here's the thing. I know you say you got to know somebody, but at 44, what, you going to wait 2 more years or 3 more years? So that means you'll be 46, 47. Let me tell you something. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't work. You know what I'm trying to say? And listen, marriage ain't no different than going to your everyday job. You hate your job, right? But you try to make it work every day. But the difference is you have to learn to coexist with another personality on an everyday basis. He says people are chameleons. Let's move in first, but we could. He said before we even consider marriage, I'm very modern. No, de Sousa. You cannot do that because you want to know why, de Sousa? You move in with a person. You devote your time. You're giving him sex. Y'all sharing a manager. He drops dead on you. Where do you think his assets is going? His mother, the state's going to come pick it up. You don't win. Women do not win when they don't get married. Women do not win. And that's the point that I want you to say that. He said not all arranged marriages are great. Not all chosen marriages are great, my brother. When we choose people to be with, not all chosen. Look at us here in America. We could choose whoever we want. And another point I want to get is in brothers, Ron and Jordan. Can I ask you a question? The people in the chat room say that we need to get to know each other. Says, how long do we get to know each other before we get that sloppy top, or we tap that ass here in America?
In America, it could be in a few hours.
Few hours.
20 minutes. It could be 20 minutes. If you really feeling the girl, she say, "Hey, I'm trying." If she really is and straight up, it could be 20 minutes.
20 minutes. So listen. And something as so dangerous as having sex takes 20 minutes. You tell me we gotta wait 4 years to get married for somebody to come and take care of you?
The thing that people don't understand, Urban Noise, they came with the aspect of some arranged marriages are horrible. Some arranged marriages are too horrible for people. It is a well-known fact that some arranged marriage is kind of hard. However, let's keep it real. Dating someone for a long period of time is horrible as well. People, especially a man is spending his resources, man is spending his time on a woman that may be potentially his wife, maybe. But since arranged marriage is there already, you already know 10 down the line, this woman who I'm talking to is my wife, so I have nothing to worry about. So if I spend my resources, at the end of the day, she's coming home with me. When you dating somebody, it's a whole different ballgame. When you dating a woman, especially at 40, the woman can also date someone else. That's the problem. People don't understand how dating goes. People think, oh, we dating, we exclusive. No, the key word dating meaning the person, even though they say they're exclusive, they can still date somebody else.
100%. 100%. Go ahead, Jordan. Before I tag on.
No, go ahead. I ain't had anything to say. Go ahead.
So, Esso say marriage has been the reason for both of y'all. You have to work even on your days off, brother. He hit another point. Then Susa say, do they really have the option to leave? They get it and over it. No, there's Susa. Everybody has an option to leave, but it's all about who's willing to work at it. He said so. People are willing to settle, basically, brother. Some women and some men are just in marriages just to be able to have a roof over their head. That's settling. That's settling. It's not for love. Sometimes he says some arranged marriage.
That's the topic. That's the topic Jordan has set up for tomorrow. We're not gonna talk about it now.
Yes.
That's the topic set up.
Not right now.
So
he's got a treat for y'all tomorrow.
I won't tell him Jordan straight up. I won't say I don't think marriage is about love. Period. But that's a whole nother topic for tomorrow. So you want to tune in tomorrow for that one.
Says, the Susa said, I mean, to death do us part. Yes, marriage is to death do us part. It's honor and duty. Let me tell you something. When you come from a culture, like I come from a culture since you know what I mean, I'm African descent, and even in my culture, a lot of us still follow this. It is death do us part, but not a lot of us practice this. You feel what I'm trying to say? My father is sick. My father just came out the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna share something personal with y'all. My father just came out the hospital. He can barely walk. My father wasn't the best husband, the best boyfriend, but he was a good husband. My mother is still with him to this day, taking care of him, and they've been together 40 as long as I've been born. So I look at that and I can understand. I say I could take points from that and say where he lack, I'm gonna be a better man at. I know that you got to take your woman out on dates. I know that you got to spoil her. I know that you got to give her money. But some things are above our pay grade when people are in relationships and you don't understand why they're together. But we look at these things and say to her, said, we can make it work, but it has to be beneficial for both parties. You're not going to find a fairy tale marriage. This is not Love and Basketball. This is not soul food.
This is not Disney.
But the
This is
thing is,
not Disney.
women been sold on the idea of the aspect of I'm gonna get my Prince Charming. He's gonna open up the doors. He's gonna give me gifts. He's gonna give me Balenciaga. He's gonna do all these things for me. Then we're gonna have the big wedding where we spend $100K, and then at the end of the day have a gorgeous life. That ain't reality. That ain't the truth.
And Ronnie, and this is why I like the movie Shrek. Y'all know Shrek? So remember, P.S. Fiona, she was supposed to get her Prince Charming, all that type of stuff. What happened? She got Shrek.
Basically.
At first, she didn't like what the hell? This is not supposed to go. What did all that type of stuff. So she tried to find Prince Charming so she could kiss him because Return that night she turned into an ogre.
Yeah.
Not knowing him, Shrek and Fiona built a genuine relationship when it was going back to the castle. And now Fiona had feelings for Shrek, but she didn't want to tell him about the secret that she had. But now, when the donkey found out, and they was arguing with her, and Fiona was arguing about something about who wants to marry a hideous beast, and she was and Shrek overheard it, not knowing she was talking about Shep, she was talking about herself, and then she had her feelings follow. You know what? Shrek's an ogre. I got these feelings for Shrek. Hopefully Shrek has the same feelings for me. Shrek told about her feelings, like, okay, cool. Hey, this is where I turn at night. Oh, and Shrek was like, okay, fine. I still love you. You just like me. We'll be ugly together. I don't give a damn. You my wife. You're going to be my wife. We're going to be ugly together. They got married. And then you see all the other movies that had Shrek. They had kids, all with your Shrek 4, type of stuff. They live a nice little average life. But Fiona's happy. She didn't take that Disney. She didn't take that Disney's fantasy. And the thing is, her parents like, hey, this is how it's supposed to go. If you don't say, you know what, I'm gonna take this route. I'm gonna have my average ogre, my average life, have some good kids, and I'm good. Thank y'all for Shrek for making Shrek. Because Shrek just wiped all these movies away. Shrek is really supposed to be in this world. That's how we're supposed to be, just like Shrek. Having good average lives, wife, kids, and keep it moving. Have a happy life.
Jordan cooking. Go ahead,
cooking tonight, but you cooking. I don't know if you heard my monologue earlier, Urban Noise, because you say so. It boils down to being wise about who you date. Basically, what options do you have? Marrying somebody you don't know doesn't figure everything. A lot of these people you marry, you don't know them 100%. You could be with somebody 30 years and they still secrets that still come.
Did I say that earlier? You married women say all the time. I've been married to my husband for 30 years, but I still see him as a stranger. Because we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it now because that's tomorrow's topic. But it just show you the aspect of I think we got marriage and dating all misconstrued. I don't think we fully understanding or the whole aspect of marriage and dating. Dating, when you dating somebody, Hakeem and Jordan, you dating somebody on the aspect of money. But when you marry to somebody, you marry somebody on the aspect of intelligence and of wisdom. Whole different ball game. Go ahead.
I want to tackle this De Sousa prenups. Can I be honest about Sousa De Sousa? A lot of us don't got shit for y'all to take.
Thank you. Bomb.
There's Susa. A lot of listen, a lot of black men in America don't got nothing for women to take. What we need to sign prenups for? If you get a car and half the house, so be it. There really ain't no need for
prenup. And I would say prenups prenups are really if you make over 100K. If you make over 100K, that's when you have access and all that type of stuff. That's when you sign a prenup.
And that's only the top 10%.
I told you we got marriage misconstrued. We don't really understand marriage, and we don't really understand dating. We going by whatever the media is telling us, whatever the movies tell us, and whatever our artist is telling us. But the aspect of marriage and dating, two different things.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna tell you this: what men want and women want are totally different as far as when it comes into marriage. You feel what I'm trying to say? Men usually go along with a lot because there's only two things that we want. We want kids and we want a wife. Everything else really don't matter because we could sleep in a shack for all we care. You feel me?
See, I won't tell the truth. So I won't be honest with her because she said, "What about the future version of you?" To be honest, if she wants it, she can take it. Because my aspect is, I'm like not the Bill Gates. Sorry, I'm like the Jeff Bezos version. Jeff Bezos' wife took everything. He didn't even care. Now he's 10 times richer because money ain't a thing. Money ain't supposed to be a thing. Money not supposed to be rule over you. You're supposed to be rule over money. So if she want the money, she can take the money. Go ahead.
You're right. I want to also point this. You've been with me 30 years, 25 years. You got 2 or 3 kids. Why should not you take something? You was there through the whole building block. If a nigga crying about a couple of millies when you was there through the whole block, I'm gonna look at you some kind of way. Then you also gotta understand, oh yeah, she gonna be there with the kids. She got the kids with her. I'm gonna just be out here. So I don't really care about that, but really, a lot of men are not going to hit that point. They're not going to hit that point where there's a prenup need to be needed. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you a story. There's a young lady who I had spoken to years ago. I was trying to talk to. She had a baby. She had 2 kids with this guy. They was living together. They was together for some years. He drops dead. Everything went to his mama. The mama didn't even give her the Social Security checks.
So what's wrong with the face? Is he?
I want you to think about it. Love and loyalty are earned. I have a different mindset. The way I view the world is in general. No problem, beautiful. And listen, sister, you have a right to think the way you want to think. You have a right to think. And listen, everybody have a different version of what their relationship and marriage want to be. Is the key point is to finding that person that meshes well with you, or y'all agree on some points. Y'all not going to agree on everything, but you can say y'all have the baseline basics done level. You want to get married? I want to get married. Do you want kids? I want kids. Do you want to do this? I want to do this. That's really all that it is. Everything else can be worked out.
And I'll tell you this, so like me and my wife, and I've been with my wife, we're married for 2, been with my wife for 13 years. We don't agree with a lot of stuff. We really, really don't. But my thing is, we respect our disagreements, and if we can't, and we still trying to find a solution of how we still working out everything. Like I said, we don't. I'm saying like I said, majority of stuff we agree. I was just saying 80% we agree about stuff, and 20% we don't. But the thing is, 80% we 80% of stuff that we agree about, we're so strong about. Especially, and the thing is about for us, it's like for our marriage, it's like for me and my wife, we all about family. That's number one for us, is family.
You see,
and they have a legacy, they have kids, and then pass it forward, because like I said, we don't have a lot of time in this world, yo.
Bro, listen, bro. Any of us can be expired tomorrow. That's why it's important to be with. Listen, I envy my brother Jordan. Because you want to know why? You was able to find your mate who agreed with you and was willing to take this life journey with you.
No, but I gotta take it back, because you can't tell me there was no woman in your life you have taken as a mate. You just choose not to take that woman to be a mate with. Just keep it a buck. Same thing with me. We were casual daters. We dated.
We have. And listen here. And here's the thing, it goes back to what I tell D'Souza. She thinks a certain kind of way. We all want a certain type of thing that makes it okay. Because let me tell you something, you have to be able to be happy in a situation where certain things just doesn't go too much. A person shouldn't want you to compromise certain things about who you are as a person. You feel me? And that's going to make.
But Hakeem, check it out. I got an uncle, right? I got an uncle. Well, he's not really an uncle, but he's like my uncle. I chill with him, literally, him and my father every Sunday. I chill with him. He was married 3 times. And he about to get married again. Guess how old he is? Guess. He's 80 years old.
Wow.
80 years old. And he about to get married again. Because he understands the aspect of marriage. He even told me, he said, if you find somebody, go ahead and get married. He told me that. Go ahead and get married. Stop wasting time. And he's 80 years old. He about to get married again. Mm-hmm. So what did I tell you? Our mindset is backwards. Because let's find an example. Let's say if I find a woman like D'Souza or Just Jay. Just Jay is on the IG. Just say if I find a woman like that. And I know they down for me. I'm in the hospital. They're there for me in the hospital. Fuck it. I might as well just go ahead and marry this woman. Fuck it. Let's go to the courthouse. Let's just get it popping.
100%.
You get divorced tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? Stop wasting time. Go ahead.
100. As long as y'all agree on that basic things, y'all have to just agree on the basics and not the extreme stuff. That stuff can be done where you want to go to school at, where you want to live, how you want. Those are stuff are nothing. But the most serious things, the basic level, if you want to have a family, that's really, to be honest with you, that one little is the biggest issue that's in a lot of relationships. The legacy part. Everything else is not an issue. Everything else is not an issue to the, hey, I want to live here. No problem, baby. I'll go work 2 jobs so you can live where you want to live. Us men really don't care where you want to live. We'll go make the money so you can live there. We just want 2 things. We just want a partner that's agreeable, and we want the kids. All that other stuff, we do that for y'all.
All right, one more too, and peaceful. Don't forget about peaceful.
I can't wait tomorrow when Jordan go in on peaceful. This tomorrow. Yeah, they gotta tune in tomorrow. Please tune in tomorrow. We're gonna go in. Y'all don't want to miss tomorrow because Jordan got a great topic. Man, I'm fired up about tomorrow. That's why I'm holding back. If I say it all out, he's gonna take the whole vibe. But Jay said in the comment on IG, of course, she said, wait and take your time. I was telling her, how long do a man supposed to wait? I could be like Hakeem said, I could be here today and gone tomorrow. But at least before I left, I made you my wife, though. Now you got my assets. Now you got my kid. Now you got my bank account. So the government don't have to take it. Because when you die, the government won't take it.
Make sure, and to add that, make sure, and then to do that, make sure you have a will, people. Make sure you write up a will or go to an attorney. Make sure you have a will so you can get those assets. Because usually, there's sometimes when a person passes away, it's harder. You can get it, but it's going to be a lot more tougher to get it. It might take a while. Instead, if you write a will, you can get it immediately. Just a heads up for people that want to get in a marriage, because that's what I just found out about. Make sure if I pass today, make sure I have a will writing up, something like that, and then it'll go straight to my wife instead of she has to take her have a longer process and fight for it in order to get it.
Definitely. I just want to reiterate again to what the brother was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all hear that echo?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably got a new IG. New IG.
I muted.
Yeah, still hear the echo. Still mute me.
Yeah, so the thing I want to reiterate one more time is I want to say this. Women loses in majority of relationships if you don't get married. I want to reinforce that. And this is why I say when the young lady on IG says that take time, The fact that you spend 6 months, a year with a guy investing your time, your resources, your sexual energy, you know what I mean? Because here's the thing, women don't count the little money that they spend over time on a man trying to help uh, accommodate the situation. I understand that because I've been in situations where women have done that for me. And the thing about that is, if you don't get with a person who's willing to do right by you, so you and I won't say it be have to call it compensation. It's just doing the right thing. Because let me tell you something, you're in this for a long haul. Most women are not by nature promiscuous. By nature, it's not in your DNA to want to sleep with multiple people, to want to be with multiple people. You'll be fine if you stuck with one person and keep it moving, unless that fizzles out. This is why it's important for a woman to find somebody who say, "Hey, young man, are you going to do right by me? Are you going to make sure that you're going to make we're going to make an honest man or woman out of me?" And that's what's important. You feel me?
Yeah, and I've seen this a lot and hearing it a lot in YouTube space. Also hear about there's time, and I think a lot of people in society use that word vigorously. Oh, there's time, there's time, there's time. It's like not really. It's really not a lot of time. Keep telling yourself that you turn. Okay, I tell myself that. Okay, there's time. Okay, I'm 30. Oh, I still got time. Time. Well, I'm 35. Oh, that's time. That's time. That I'm 40 or 40, 45 or 50. Yo, I know some relatives that said that, and they don't have no mate, and they're in their 50s and 60s, and they still say that. It's like you don't have a lot of time in this world. You don't, because you might not be here tomorrow. You might not be here tomorrow. So
Shout out to Sherelle in the chat. Shout out to Sherelle is in
Hey,
the chat.
Sherelle.
hey, Terrell, thank you for coming. Thank you. And on IG, thank you.
Yeah, so we just want to just try to just be very honest about this and to have this conversation. But to reiterate this, and I want to reiterate this, and I want y'all brothers to see if y'all agree with me. No matter what age you're at, you're gonna always have options to get into a relationship. Am I wrong, brothers?
No, you're right.
You're gonna always have options. But the point is, the type of man you want is what's important. If you're shooting too high or you're shooting too low or you're just at the middle, you should focus on happiness, respect, and somebody who's going to do right by you.
And Hakeem said one key word that is going to be involved in tomorrow's show. I'm not going to say what it was, but he did say a key word that's going to be on the show tomorrow. So if y'all coming tomorrow, stay tuned because it's going to be, this show was good. Wait till tomorrow. It's going to be, it's going to be special.
Listen, I also want to reiterate this too, and because I don't think because this doesn't get talked about. As far as you having option, if you have kids, you still have options to get married. If you have slept with a lot of people, you still have options to get married. Not a lot of people are going to judge you by that, but you have to find those people who's in the same mindset as you. You feel what I'm trying to say? And this is why I appreciate church a lot, because there's a lot of people who are funneled through the church who are able to find husbands and wives after they give themselves to God and find people who are on the same motion. Because in that house, they're not judging you by your past. They're judging you as who you are today. You're going to meet people like that. I can tell you countless of stories of women and men who's been through a hard life, guys who fresh got out of jail, find them a wife who, typically she should be with a banker or a lawyer. She chose her a street guy and she changed his life. Or a lot of you women who's made mistakes and got people who got you impregnated 2 or 3 times, left you with these kids, you turn around lucky to find the father figure of the year. And he doesn't have no kids with you, but he's been the best man you ever had and the best father to your kids. You're going to always have options. Don't never let nobody tell you this. I just don't want you to make the wrong decision and shoot for something that you know that is going to be a little bit hard to attainable. Not saying that you won't get it. A woman with 3 kids can get a baller. We've seen it happen. A woman with 3 kids can get somebody with money. But that's all depends on if y'all connect that way. But I also want you to have realistic goals, realistic aberrations about being in love with somebody or finding a mate. Also speak that for a man. You can't say you're a man and you said you want to fuck you an Instagram girl when you know that these level of women are perfectly fine for you, that God has crafted and created. And don't judge her for her being fat. Don't judge her for having extra couple pounds or this and that. Beautiful women, all shapes and sizes. The point is, be realistic about your dating options and don't look at you getting with somebody as you settling with them. Nigga, you should be lucky somebody's willing to sleep with your ass. Woman, you should be lucky somebody's willing to come take care of you with your kids. God is good. Go ahead, brother.
No, but I was saying on the aspect when it comes to church, I'm not going to lie to you. Church hasn't been going that route, what you're saying, in 10 years now. Church has completely went far left. Now, before then, church was focused on marriage and focused on people getting together within the church. They don't do that anymore. Most men today don't even go to church.
That is
majority of them are women. So I don't know what the church idea now is today, but right now they're not preaching marriage. They're preaching prosperity and how to get the bag. That's it. That's what they're doing now.
That's why you see a lot of women, they go online dating or go matchmaking. Because the church, they don't do that no more. A lot of churches don't do that no more.
And they used to have Christian singles ministry where they pair up people. You're right. I don't see that no more. I hope you're not on Christian Mingle, because the Christian Mingle guys want to smash. They want to beat it up like beef jerky. So we got 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have any questions for us? Talk to us. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, women should date who they want to date. But at the end of the day, they cannot be mad when their bed is getting cold at night and life is going by. And life is going by fast. Mm-hmm. Ever since this pandemic, this world has completely went left field. So people thought they were going to live to be 50 or not living to be 30, or not even living to hit 40. There's people I know in the hood that I used to grow up with. They already gone already. So how long are you going to keep dating guy after guy after guy when life is just passing you by? I don't understand.
No, you're right, brother.
And I'm not sure if you're not aware, there was recent, mind you, Georgia just won the championship. The guy got murdered in a car accident. Him and his recruiter.
Yeah, I heard about that not too long ago.
That was a little crazy though.
Yeah.
You see, life is short. Life is short. Some of these people ain't even long enough to even date. I was hearing about a bunch of 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds dying on playing basketball court. Like, just be real.
Like we report this on Chaos Culture Radio of people passing not making it. We report this like once at least once a week of somebody passing.
Yeah.
If not once a week, well, every other week.
Nigga, like talk about it, bro. Like that shit just, you know what I mean? I just want us to start being realistic with ourselves and being realistic on what is obtainable. Sometimes I know it's freaky for a lot of people to have these kind of conversations. To be like, oh, this and that, but man, come on, man, nigga, get with you somebody. Get with you somebody and make sure that thing is on point.
Well, as like always, we hit our hour mark. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm talking about D'Souza, Sherelle, Urban Nord, Jabari, Jet J in the chat, Patrick in the chat
Nelson.
that was here earlier. We had Erica on the IG, people on Facebook, I think Keisha. So it's like, thank you for tuning in. You don't want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be hot and spicy. Jordan got a real nice topic tomorrow. I want to say I can't for tomorrow because I know we're going to go all the way in. So, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side because we never know when we may go live. But we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And let us know what you think of the topic. Let us know what you think. Thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. And also, enjoy your football Sunday. We over at night, Hakeem. I don't know you have some music when we heading out of here.
We do. Thank you, Sherelle. Yeah, but Sherelle, we're gonna subscribe to your page too, sweetheart. Hold on, yeah. I'm gonna just.
Yeah, I got you. I'm subscribed right now.
Yeah, subscribe. Yeah, everybody subscribe to Sherelle page. Where the music at?
Yeah. Thank you, guys, man. Y'all should go over there and subscribe to Sherelle.